Jazimine had been dreaming of a beach getaway for months, and finally, the day had come. She had booked a cozy little cottage on the coast for a week, and she couldn't wait to escape from the stresses of her everyday life in the city. She packed her bags, loaded up her car, and set off on the long drive to the beach. The journey was long, but Jazimine was determined to make the most of it. She put on her favorite playlist and sang along to the songs as she drove. She stopped at small towns and rest areas along the way, stretching her legs and grabbing snacks to keep her energy up. But as the day went on, Jazimine started to notice that the journey was becoming increasingly bumpy. The roads became more and more uneven, and her car started to shake and rattle as she drove. After several hours of this, Jazimine started to worry. She knew that she still had a few hours of driving left to reach the beach, and she wasn't sure if her car was going to make it. She pulled off the road and called a mechanic, hoping to get some advice on what to do. But the mechanic told her that it sounded like her car was in bad shape and that she should take it to a garage for repairs. Jazimine felt her heart sink. She had been so excited for this beach getaway, and now it seemed like her plans were falling apart. She called the rental company and explained her situation, hoping that they could help her out. To her relief, they were able to find her a tow truck to take her car to the nearest garage and offered to send someone to pick her up and drive her the rest of the way to the beach. After waiting for what felt like an eternity, the rental company finally sent a driver to pick Jazimine up. The driver was friendly and chatty, which helped to ease Jazimine's worries. As they drove towards the coast, he pointed out interesting sights and shared stories about his life in the area. When they finally arrived at Jazimine's cottage, she was exhausted but relieved. She thanked the driver for his kindness and stepped out of the car, ready to finally settle into her new surroundings. The cottage was exactly as she had imagined it, cozy and quaint, with a porch that looked out over the ocean. She could hear the waves crashing against the shore and felt the salty sea air on her face. Jazimine took a deep breath and let herself relax for the first time in what felt like weeks. She unpacked her bags and put away her things, feeling grateful for the opportunity to start fresh in a new place. As she settled in, she realized that despite the bumpy start to her journey, she was exactly where she needed to be. Over the next few days, Jazimine took long walks on the beach, read books on the porch, and explored the small town nearby. She met friendly locals who welcomed her into their community and shared their favorite spots for food and entertainment. Jazimine felt like she was starting to belong in this new place, and it gave her a sense of peace that she hadn't felt in a long time. As the week came to a close, Jazimine realized that her beach getaway had been exactly what she needed. It wasn't just about the sun, sand, and sea, it was about the opportunity to escape from her everyday life and start anew. The bumpy start to her journey had made her appreciate the small moments of peace and beauty even more. She felt recharged and ready to return to her life in the city, knowing that she could always come back to the beach for another escape when